let's talk BookCon. So I just came back from BookCon weekend. I did not film anything there for YouTube. My focus was on Instagram and TikTok type content. But I knew that I was going to do kind of like a haul recap video at the end of it. So that's what this is. We got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to kind of just like share my thoughts, my experience first, and then we'll get into the haul, what I got signed, and show some things. I will say, overall, I had a good time. Like, all things considered, I had a good time. Truly, though, like what really made the experience for me, and this could be, by the way, this could be a reason for people to go. Like, this is really enough that I had a good time and I don't regret the trip at all. Meeting so many of my online friends that I've been friends with for years, met so many authors. I truly, like, every book I took, I got signed, with the exception of one author who had to cancel their signing because they were sick. But like, truly, like, I succeeded with my goals. I didn't go with many reservations. I had one reservation, but I was able to make the best of it, meet so many authors, meet so many friends, and still have a good time. That being said, I think my biggest criticism of BookCon is it was too many people in too small of a space, and I feel like the rules kept changing for signings. Don't take my word for this. I heard there was 25,000 people there. It certainly felt like it. Lines for everything, broken escalators, or rather like turned off escalators, I heard, to where we're climbing steps, and lines for the bathrooms. I was waiting 20 to 30 minutes every time I had to use the bathroom, which is ridiculous. Generally, just so many people in so tight of a space that you can't walk without being shoved or being pressed up against people, and line after line after line, lines to get in, lines to get out. The ARC drops upstairs, I did not attempt any ARC drops. The ARC drops on the vendor level, or the whole 3 had like publishers / other vendors, were just like, there wasn't enough space to organize it properly. So even though I didn't attempt any ARC drops, my experience was being impeded by the ARC drops happening, because I'm trying to get to another booth and I'm still navigating the crowds from the ARC drop. I heard people who tried ARC drops did not have a good experience. I personally never tried for ARC drops at an event. In the sense that I never want to deal with like that chaos, and also I get enough ARCs as it is, thankfully, from my other avenues. So I'm just like, let other people have it, and you could not pay me to deal with that kind of crowd. So that's my biggest complaint. My first biggest complaint is just the size of the convention did not fit the amount of people going. Sunday was a lot calmer than Saturday. I think maybe there was less Sunday tickets sold because people maybe leave town Sunday to get back to work on Monday, or people just kind of learned their lessons and either like decided it wasn't worth it to come Sunday, which I considered, or just like calmed down. Sunday was a lot calmer, and Sunday was my author heavy day, so it was a better experience. But Saturday was something. Saturday was actually like my light day schedule wise, and was still so chaotic. Like, I'm telling you, like, we had the intention, me and my friends I went with, of like doing city things, maybe in between the convention and like our dinner plans, because we're staying in the city, and no, we were done physically, mentally, just no. You need to just like lie down in bed for a bit. My second biggest criticism is I do feel like rules were changing last minute. Not everyone working had the same understanding of everything happening. Just felt like badly managed. I didn't have too many experience with this because, like I said, I didn't have many reservations. I kind of just had a set like what I was going to do. But for example, something I was planning on doing was standby lines, especially for Holly Black. Now, Holly Black had a good amount of slots for both Saturday and Sunday. So I was like, oh, I'll just pick a slot that works best with whatever schedule I have, and I'll do the standby line for that slot. I was unaware, and as far as I'm concerned, I did not see this posted anywhere on the site or anything, that the standby line for an author only occurs in the last 30 minutes of their last signing of the day. I did not know that. I don't think it was posted anywhere. I feel like I've read through like the information pretty well. Maybe I missed it. So I had like the full intentions of, okay, like Holly's second signing of the day, I have time, go get in the standby line. First time I go up, the staff member tells me, okay, come back at like 2:10. Great. Come back at like, or he said like 2:15 or 2:20. I come back around that time. I ask again about standby line. It's another person working at this point. He's like, no, standby lines are only last half hour of their last signing. I can't make the last half hour for last signing. I had another thing to go to. So I wasn't able to meet Holly Black. I was able to get my book signed. I talked to somebody near the front of the line who like had a reservation and was waiting. I was like, hey, if you don't have 3 books, like I found somebody who didn't have 3 books, which is the limit you're all take. I'm like, can you just take my book? Like, I would love to meet her, but if I can't, at least I get my book signed. So I was able to do that. And I ended up doing the same thing for Lee Bardugo. I knew the standby line was going to be insane, and I had other things I wanted to do. And my Sunday was very, really tightly packed schedule-wise, so I also handed my book off to somebody in line, got it signed that way. Those are my two biggest chief complaints, and all my friends, myself included, make a group of 12, and I think we all decided not to come back next year. General consensus is, for us to come back, we would need to see some serious change. There would have to be some type of improvements and, like, documented improvements, or like people would, like, they'd have to acknowledge and like say we'd be better next year. We're going to be in a bigger space. We're going to cap the tickets, something. But I can't do that experience again. I wouldn't say I'm somebody who's like gets very easily overstimulated, overwhelmed by large crowds. Like, I live in Orlando. It's always crowded. Theme parks are always crowded. I feel like I'm generally used to crowded. And I just had recently gone to MegaCon, which was super crowded. And I didn't get this way, even if it was busy and like people were blocking pathways, it didn't feel as overwhelming or as busy. So I know it can be done. And I have a high tolerance for these things, and I still struggled a lot Saturday. Like I said, Sunday was way easier, but yeah. The Saturday I went to get into the line, and I got a little bit, I got there a little bit later than the rest of the group, but they were able to get into that huge crowd you saw videos on online. I was a little bit later, so still before 10. I was like still there before 9:30. And I had to, the entrance was on 38th Street. The line went all the way down 34th Street and then down that block on whatever avenue that is, 34th Street, LOL. Because it's 11th and the 30s. No, New York, I don't live there. So we were like down 4 blocks and then wrapped around. Line moved fairly quickly once doors opened, but so many people, and I don't think they were prepared for the amount of people. I personally did not eat in the convention. I heard there was issues with the food. In general, I feel like convention food is never that great, but we were not in the part of Javits Center that had like the cafeteria or anything. So I think it was just whatever vendors they had inside. But I heard negative things about the food. I heard about food running out. That sounds like a whole mess. I DoorDashed. I was not dealing with that. Biggest takeaway, I think I would say, like my biggest feedback is just too many people, so small of a space, so many lines. That being said, I'm going to get into what I bought, what authors I met, talk about the more positive sides of this weekend, because generally I did have a good time, but from a like convention standpoint, expand your space or cap the amount of people coming. Let's get into the whole. I had to lower myself to the ground a little bit more because I have the books down here with me. So we're going to kind of go in like chronological order. I was in the city from Friday. I was able to spend the day with my friends, which was amazing. And I'm really, really glad that we set it up that way because I barely saw CV and Rara Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, I think we just waved at each other across the convention hall. And then Sunday, we were able to spend some time together in the afternoon. But like, we got Friday set aside to just hang out as 3. And I'm really, really happy about that because if we hadn't set aside that, they would have been insane. But Friday night, I went to the Penguin Random House Gala. I do have vlogs for all these things that will be going up or already up, depending on when I upload this YouTube video. They did give us an influencer goodie bag. The event was great, wonderful. Red carpet, interviews, felt so cool. So the bag is from Out of Print. So you got a bag like this, and it was filled with like 5 books, mix of ARCs and final copies, and some goodies. Now, because I was flying home, I didn't keep all the books, and it was like, I kind of just looked through them. Like any book I wasn't like super interested in or hadn't heard of the author maybe or heard of the title, I gave away to people at BookCon. So they did go to other readers, but I just, luggage space, man. 3 books. I kept 3 books from the influencer bag. I don't have the 3rd book with me. My luggage was so full on the way back. I left a book with my aunt that she's going to send to me. And it was Daniel L. Jensen's newest book that's out in August, I think. But I did get The Faraway Inn by Sarah Beth Durst, which I actually have heard really good things about, and it's really pretty, so I'm happy I got it. And then First and Forever by Lynn Painter, and then the Danielle and Jensen book that's being shipped to me. They also included some goodies in here. Honestly, at this point, all my goodies are mixed together, so if I come across some, we're gonna open it. But I did have to consolidate everything. Oh, came with a Book Nerd pouch. It also came with like these velvet hammer drinks. They weren't good. That's my review. And you know, I'm really glad I got to try them at this event because I think they messaged me before to collab. And as a general rule, I don't really collab with like anything that's food, drink, skincare, anything you put on your skin or into your body, unless it's like a really well-known company, because that's a risk. Like if I'm recommending a product to people, like it better be like FDA approved and like super well-known and respected before I tell people to go drink it or put it on their skin. The drinks weren't good. That was the influencer night. And then on Saturday, like I said, I didn't have a lot planned. My 3 goals, I had 3 goals for Saturday. To Holly Black signature, well, was supposed to be meeting Holly Black, didn't happen. I did have a Kingdom of Threads reservation for Tracy Dion, which I'm so grateful to Kingdom of Threads for all the work they've done. And speaking of Kingdom of Threads, they had a deal where if you buy merchandise from a select list of authors, you'd get a book plate, signed book plate for that author, limit 1 per author. So I was like, you know what, that was my first stop. I did wait an hour in line to check out. Like the shopping process, so quick. The line to check out wrapped around the hole. I stood at it anyway. So let's go over what I got from them. So I wanted the Cassie Clare signature, and their puzzles are super cute. So I got this is I think Will and Tessa puzzle. I love a puzzle. They're super cute. This was way cheaper than I thought it'd be. It was like 18 bucks. I thought it'd be a lot more for some reason. So I got Cruel Prince sticker. It just gave me a Holly Black book plate. Divergent sticker. Honestly, their stuff is so cute. I've bought their stuff before. This is another Holly Black one. Like I said, it's 1 per author, but I just found stickers I liked. A Night in the Moth sticker. A Six of Crows. I got 2 Six of Crows stickers. And then a Legendborn Cycle sticker. So the book plates I was able to get from that was Cassandra Clare, Veronica Roth, Tracy Dion. And can I just say I like that these are like decorated. I didn't even check if you could see the others. Yeah. Holly Black and Lee Bardugo. They weren't doing book plates for Rachel Gillig. I just got that because I love that sticker. So I got those book plates Saturday. Then, like I said, wasn't able to meet Holly Black, but I did pass my book off to somebody in line. Got Kingdom of Fame signed. Then Kingdom of Threads reservation. Got Legendborn signed and personalized. And guys, Tracy Dion recognized me. I kid you not. I was not expecting it. I don't think she follows me. And I was just like, you know, I think we've definitely interacted a couple times over the years. I read Legendborn when it came out. Did not expect her to recognize me. That was kind of crazy. Okay, I think how I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to go through the rest of the books, show what I got signed, and like recap the day, and then go through what I bought, because I cannot tell you when I bought what. I just bought things as I was walking around and coping. Sunday, I had my Jordan of Fuego reservation at 3:45, and then I was planning on seeing a panel at 12:30, and it didn't work out. Let me tell you why. So Sunday, I got to the convention center early with the rest of the group. I stuck with them this time, and it was like really muggy and raining, or like gonna rain. So they let us wait inside, and we took the broken escalator upstairs. And so me and Lou were like, we're gonna stick together. So we do a little bit of like shopping, we look at the vendors, and then the Adeline Grace signing was at 12 o'clock. Now, originally, I was not planning on going to this thing because I was like, I have the panel at 12:30, it's gonna be too tight. But Lou was going anyway, so originally the plan was to give her my copy of Belladonna, not meet Adeline Grace, and just go to my panel at 12:30, which was a panel with Chelsea Soda and Cassie Clare. And then, I don't know, like, Lou was like, it was like 11 something, and Lou was like, okay, I'm gonna get in line. I was like, sure, like, let me walk you over. She was gonna be like the 3rd person in line. I was like, you know what, like, why don't I just stand with you? And then I realized this actually before this, I left my copy of Belladonna in the hotel. I had it out, never gave it to Lou, just in the hotel, and I was like, oh, damn. So I'm like crashing out, low-key, because I'm like, okay, like, I have this opportunity to meet Adeline now. Like, there's only 2 people in front of us in line, like, I just didn't bring the book. And I'm like crashing out. I'm like, you know what would be great if I'd brought book plates. And I'm like ranting out loud. I'm like, God, I just start asking people around me. I'm like, hey, does anyone have book plates? 2 people, bless their souls, offer me book plates. One of them offers me a whole sheet. And I was like, you're so nice. I don't need that. I'm going to later regret this because I could have gotten our requiring signature with a book plate with Stevie. But I didn't. I'm like, no, I only need 1, like an idiot. And so I borrow another one from this lady, and she gives me like an envelope to put it in and everything. I'm like, oh, bless your soul. So I meet Adeline Grace with only a book plate, but it's fine. I paste my book plate into the book. Let's look at her. She still personalized it. It's gorgeous. She was so, so nice. Oh, loved meeting her. After that, mind you, we finished at like 12:03. And while we're in line at like 11 something, Lou's like, you know what, like, I'm really hungry. I'm like, you're so right. Like, I'm hungry too. Like, we should DoorDash food before the 12:30 signing. I did not expect us to get to Adeline that quickly because, yes, we were third in the general admission line, but there was still like VIP and ADAs that go before you. So I ordered the food right when Adeline starts signing because there's like 5 people in front of us at that point, counting ADA and VIP line. And I'm like, cool, like, we'll get out of here in 10 minutes. That's more than enough time for the food to get here. We finished in a couple minutes. Like, we get out way faster. Adeline was like nice and engaged with everyone, but like she was quick because there was a really long line. So, okay, like, we have to go wait for food. I'm like, you know, we have time. I kind of got to pee. Let's go find a bathroom and pee. And this is what I'm talking about. The 30-minute bathroom line. Mind you, we found a line with it not that long. We found a bathroom with not that long of a line, but it took forever because this bathroom had 2 entrances. So we originally walked into this entrance on the left. We're like, oh, there's a line on the other side. Let's leave and go to the other entrance so we can wait in line. That's the right thing to do. Other people did not do that, and they just cut. By the time we leave the bathroom, it's like 12:27. Panel we want to go to is at 12:30. Rara and Stevie go to the panel because that was like their first thing of the day that we were going to meet at. They're like, guys, there's like no seats left. Like, they found 2 seats. I'm like, Lou, we can either take this food and stand in the back of that line, stand in the back of the room, I guess, and try to find space to stand and watch the panel, or we can just eat and go to the signings after, post-panel signings. We agree to just eat. So we sit on the floor somewhere and we charge our phones and we just sit and eat food. And, you know, no regrets. I really do wish I'd seen a panel this weekend, but I prioritize the authors over the panels and I don't regret that, but it is what it is. So we eat our food and then we go get in line for different signings. I think Lou goes to Shannon's Span. I go to start with SK Alley. So at 1:45, this is why I gave up my Lou Bardugo standing in standby and just had somebody sign my book. There's so much going on. At 1:45, SK Alley is signing, Chelsea Abdullah is signing, Sara Mughal Rana is signing. Now, thankfully, I ran into Sara the day before and had her sign my book. Sara to sign my book. Separately, I get a proper picture with her that's not across the signing table. It's great, which lets me clear up that 1:45 slot just a little bit. Now I'm meeting 2 authors instead of like 3. Lou Bardugo is going to be at 2:45, but her standby line wouldn't start until, I don't know, 3 something, and I had a 3:45 reservation. Anyway, that's why I gave up Lee. As much as I would love to meet her. But I get to go meet SK Alley. Can I just say? I was first person in her line. First person in her line. I was set. I was ready. I got to see her walking up and give her a hug and give her like the biggest hug out, like on the other side of the table before she even gets behind the table. And I was the first person she signed the book for. I did take Lou's book too because she wasn't able to do both. I got a signature, signed and personalized, as well as a card for Golden Flight. And I think I also got character cards. I can't tell you where I put them, though. I don't know. I feel like I lost track of things this weekend. So that was wonderful. And then afterwards, I met Chelsea Abdullah. And then this is when I ran into Stevie and Rara and got to hang out with friends. And, like, it was turned into this really funny thing of, like, I was in line for Chelsea with Stevie and Rara. And actually, Rara came to SK Alley with me. And then Azanta was in the line right next to us for Sada. So, and Sidra comes up at one point. So we're all kind of just sitting there and like yapping. And truly, like, this is what BookCon was for. Like, yes, we're in lines, but we're in line together, guys. The power of friendship. I'm dead. I took my Stardust Sleeve arc to get signed. Love her. And then Lee Bardugo, Azanta did have a reservation. She was able to pass off my book to someone. This is print Azanta got me. I actually don't know who the artist is. I'll have to ask her. But she got a bunch of prints. She got me one. And my 6 Crows copy is signed. Love that. Very, very last signing of the day, Jordan Afueco. This is the one reservation I got. So glad I did. I was able to get it signed in first lines, and somebody in line was giving out book plates. So I got a second thing signed for my Redemptor copy. Oh, what a success. Now let's get into all the rest of things in this bag that I forgot what they are. I don't even know what's in here. Listen, when I was packing, because I have to fly back, wherever anything fit is where it went. Okay. Okay, so we already went over this. And also, now that I'm unpacking these things, I can finally put them away. So I did run into Tiffany, and I got some Subtle Asian Book Club stickers I thought was so cute. These are the photo booths I did with Stevie and Rara on our day out on K-Town. We did the H Mart photo booth, and then actually these are both H Mart, but one normal one and one, what do you call that? High angle? I got some stickers from Choreo Books. I love stickers. I love stickers so bad. And these are so cute. Another photo booth from our time at the Penguin Gala. I thought this was also adorable. Somebody was, one of the vendors had like these free, like, I don't know, you put 4 quarters in and it pulls out art prints. And they also had one like specifically if you followed their Instagram. And I'm going to be doing like a little scrapbook thing for BookCon. So this is perfect for that. I got a sticker from Liberty Bagels where we ate on Saturday. I don't have anything to show for it, but Apollo Bagels we also ate at. That tomato sandwich was one of the best things I ate all weekend. That was incredible. Highly recommend. And then also at Penguin Teen, got these little art prints too. There was like a book, a film roll, and then a champagne tower. I think it's a little iconic that I got the champagne tower. Ironic is what I mean. LOL. I did buy some stuff from the BookCon booth to kind of commemorate. Once again, I'm doing this like whole frame scrapbook, so I got a badge. I also just really wanted a badge. I like when conventions gives out badges. Cause I kind of collect them. So I got that. I forget which, oh, it's called the Colorful Geek is the booth I got this from. I got a Hello Friend pin and a Huntrix Don't Miss pin. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. My BookCon map that I printed and forgot in the hotel. That's iconic. This is my signed tote. So you guys have probably seen this from when I went to Y'all Fest. I take this tote with me and have authors sign them as I meet them. So we were able to add on here. Trace, oh man, I wish I could hold the bag. Tracy Dion, Adeline Grace, SK Ali, Chelsea Abdullah, and Jordan Afueco. And I put a little BookCon pin on it because I have the office pin. So like anytime I attend a convention, I'm going to get a pin for it. Slay. Also came in the influencer bag is this little composition notebook. Love a notebook. Who doesn't love a notebook? I feel like the thing I mostly bought from people was like art prints or stickers. So I have some things to show for it. So the lady who gave me book plates in line also had these BookCon themed ones. So I didn't really use these to sign. But like I said, I'm doing the scrapbook frame. I think those would be cute in it. I did buy art prints. Oh man, I don't have any vendor cards. From this, I think this is one I also got the washi tape from. Okay, if you put cats and books on prints, I will buy them. So I got these 2 cat prints. Also from the same vendor, I got this washi tape that was really cute. It's a cat washi tape. You can kind of see it. I also really like washi tape. I did encounter some people giving out freebies. So the book plates were freebies. This lady in the Jordan Afueco line who also took my video for me gave me this bracelet freebie, which is so nice. It's like so high quality, so cute. Thank you. Book tabs. This was actually for, I did a video forget underlined and they gave us a book tab. I'm gonna go ahead and put this with the rest of my book tabs before I forget. Actually, this is so funny. The vendor I bought this from was also at MegaCon, so I've actually bought from before. She's called the Juice Box Club. It's a tiny Smisky like photo frame. How cute. Also from Out of Print, I bought these Emily Henry sticker packs. It did come with a little like library card bookmark, which I think is so cute. And we have some more art because this art really reminds me of like Haiku. I feel like there's a scene like where like Hinata is biking, and actually I was drawing something similar to it that kind of has the skyline, so that's why I got it. And then like I said, if it has cats and if it has books, I will buy it. It was a freebie, I think, with my Huntrix pin orders in my BookCon era. Once again, going on the scrapbook. And then also from the lady, I got the prints and the washi tape. I got some cards that I won't show because they're going to my friends who watch this video. But the cards were really cute. And I got these onigiri stickers, which are really cute. There's like 5 of these in a pack. I thought they were just one a piece. I think we're at the end now. I did get a Gojo sticker. There wasn't many like anime shops, and that's fair. Like I just went to MegaCon, but the ones I did only had like one piece, and I get it. It's like the most popular anime, but like Gojo as a cat. I am the target audience for this. Stevie got me things, even though I told her not to. She wasn't supposed to. She got me these 2 blind box bags, which I didn't keep thinking of. This is a phone charm. This is a San Marino like snack one. I love Hello Panda, so this is so cute. And then I think my last 2. Oh, also from the place I got the Gojo sticker from. They had a free sticker if you like follow them on Instagram. I got a free run sticker. I haven't seen free run yet. Hold on, focus. But I want to. On my 2 last things. Oh, because I didn't even show it. Okay. First, Lou got me an Arirang keychain. She was like the first freebie. I love this. I love it so bad. Thank you. And then the last thing, because I also forgot to mention, I met MS Masoud, the author of The Unnamed. I've read her book. I already have it signed, personalized, all that. So I didn't take her book, but I had to go see her. I got a picture with her. And then they were selling her name in Arabic calligraphy that her husband was doing. So I tried to buy one. They didn't let me pay, which is very, very sweet of them. But like, let me give you money. I think that's everything. Hold on. Oh man, I love lying. There was more stuff in here I didn't even see. There's a prologue card. This will go in the scrapbook. An audiobook card. It's a QR code. I won't show you because I want to use them for some free audiobooks from Penguin Random House. The audiobook was better. What a cool sticker. And a Penguin audiobook pin. I didn't even see this. That's so sick. I love stuff. Okay, that's actually it. That's the haul. That's the BookCon experience. Yeah, I love book conventions. I love meeting my friends. I also just really love organization and being put together. So, BookCon, get it together. All right, that's all from me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.